how are you doing? I'm doing great because it's finally fluorescence time. Oh my god, I was highly anticipating the new album by Maisie. It got pushed back a week. It upset me a lot, but it's finally here. We can finally talk about it. I'm so excited to. So let's get into things. If you're new here, if you've never seen one of these videos before, every opinion in this video is based upon my first listen to of the album and are subject to change as I listen to the album more, obviously. And we're gonna start off by doing like a track by track discussion of each song, and then we're going into my overall thoughts of the album and then ending with my top 3. Also, everything is from a fandom perspective. I know nothing about music, so keep that in mind as well. And let's get started with the first song on the album, Mary Jane's. This song hits. It is just the perfect opening track for this album. It's a very vulnerable song but so full of love, and really, now that I've listened to the whole entire album, I can say this kind of feels like a thesis statement for the album. And also the reference to the hate she got after the Hour Store, that I did not see that coming, but an incredible song, obviously. Then we have Audrey Hepburn. This was the first single released of the album, and upon hearing it, I already immediately declared this my favorite Maisie album. We'll see later if I was right. And I'm still absolutely obsessed with the song. I think it's very beautiful, very lovely, and I don't know, I really like it. Then we have Say My Name in Your Sleep. This is another single from the album, and it's just another really beautiful song. And I really love how this comes from a very heel perspective, but like still, this is her ex. Like, that's what we want. And I feel like the song sounds very, very sweet, but a lot of the lyrics are full, like the lyrics are full of like jabs and like sassy moments, sarcastic moments, and I don't know, I really love kind of that duality there. There we have Old Fashioned. This was such a good song. Like, the lyrics just hit me right in my soul, and I literally wrote in my notes, yes, Maisie, whack 'em, because I feel like that's an appropriate reaction to this song. Then we have Houses, and I absolutely adore the imagery in this song. I feel like the lyrics are just so beautiful and like so vivid. Like, I can picture everything Maisie's describing in this song, and I really love it. And I love kind of looking back on a past relationship and just seeing the future you could have had with that person, but then like also at the same time calling them nightmares. Love it. We have Kingmaker. This again was released as a single beforehand, and I love Julia Michaels and Maisie Peters. They're two of my favorite songwriters, so I had high hopes for the song and I did not disappoint. Just, I love the lyrics of this so much. It's banner after banner after banner with these lines, so definitely really like it. Then we have Vampire Time. I'm not gonna lie, this is a song Maisie has teased a lot, and I purposely like stayed away from all of it because I don't know, just something about the title I had high expectations for. And I have to say, this is very different from what I expected from it, but I still love it. It's such a cute, fun song, and definitely like the second chance romance song, and I love a second chance romance, so of course I love this song as well. Then we have My Regards. This again was released as a single beforehand, and I feel like this one is the more like a beat song of the album, and I get why it's released as a single because it definitely sounds like a single, if that makes sense. It also has more country vibes to it that I really like. It's a bop, it's full of sass, and I don't know, I really like it. Then we have You. And this is a very beautiful song, but just now, again, it was released as a single together with Audrey Hepburn actually, and I really loved it then, but like now listening to it in like the full context of the album, it just doesn't wow me the same as some of the other songs do. Then we have If You Let Me. And this, I'm not gonna lie, left me speechless. I don't really say that that often, but I generally, that's the only thing I wrote in my notes. I thought it was so beautiful. So there we go. Then next we have Flat Earther. And again, a great song. I love this perspective Maisie's doing on this album, where she's coming from a very healed place while still talking about these past relationships. I think it's so well, and I feel like Flat Earther is like such a good example of that, being like, oh my god, I can't believe I used to believe that, you know? I don't know, I think it's great. Then we have Questions. And this one, again, in my notes, I wrote Maisie Rackham. That's apparently my catchphrase for this album. This one is a really catchy one as well. I really like it. I think it's a good song. I don't know what else to say. Then we have Girls Just Flying. And I don't know, this one just feels very free, which is also what the song is about, but like it is really as well within like the melodies and everything. Everything just exudes freedom, and I really like that. And again, a really well written song. Then we have You Then Me Now. This is one that, again, absolutely stunning, a little bit heart-wrenching, but again, very, very healed. I don't know, love it. And then last on the album, we have Nothing Like Being in Love. And I expected this to be, based on the title, like a very cute love song. It's not. It's very sad. But again, it coming from such a healed place that, I don't know, you still feel, it still feels sweet in a way. I don't know. I don't know, I just really love the songwriting on this. And again, it's a perfect conclusion to the album, where I feel like both Mary Jane's and Nothing Like Being in Love are like perfect bookends to this album, if that makes sense. Loved it. So yeah, let's get into my overall thoughts for this album. And I posed the question earlier, what has been my favorite Maisie Peters album? And the answer is an easy yes. Oh my god, this album is just so brilliant. I feel like I couldn't even properly discuss it in my track by tracks discussions, but I love the lyricism on this. Especially, I feel like the writing on this is just so stunning and so vivid. Like the imagery on it is amazing, and like it's the best in houses, which is also a song that just is very descriptive in nature. But like overall, it's such a clear journey, this album. I love the way it's crafted and like really thought out. I love the perspective of coming from such a healed place, approaching these songs. I feel like so often heartbreak songs are written in the moment of heartbreak, and I really think Maisie with this album did an interesting perspective switch. I mean, like, I'm in such a good place now, look at how bad things were back then. And I love that switch on things a little bit. It makes it feel so much more refreshing. Like, I feel like a lot of these songs, if they were written from like the perspective of the actual breakup, could have felt like a song you've heard a billion times before. But with this new perspective on it, everything just felt so fresh, and I loved it so much. It's a very mellow album. It's a very chill vibe. There's no like big productions on it, but I feel like therefore you can focus even better on the lyricism, so I can't even complain about that. And I don't know, even though they had like this more mellow vibe to it, I feel like it's very easy for songs to blend into each other. That really wasn't the case with this. Each song still sounded very distinctive and great. I don't know, I love this so much. So yeah, I already can't wait to listen to this over and over and over again, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And honestly, picking a top 3 from this album was nearly impossible, so I can see this definitely changing as I listen to this album more. Even looking at it now, I'm already like, oh, I should switch some things around. But this was truly in my top 3 after my first listen through, so I'm going to share that with you. But at number 3, having Old Fashioned, and number 2, If You Let Me, and at number 1, Flat Order. But like I said, I would already switch some things around, maybe in like my overall ranking of the album. I haven't even listened to it again. It's just like how these songs have ruminated in my head. So I would love to know your thoughts on this album in the comments. I would love to discuss it with you actually. I'd love to see your top 3 as well. I always think it's very interesting to see what 3 songs connect with people on first listen, because I feel like it's so different for everybody, and I think it's so interesting. But also just because I love this album so much, I don't know, I like to see other people's opinions. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Good.